pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot in the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Set, 29, Alpha. Watch the slip. Alpha.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. On second down, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Here's Brady to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Let's go!
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
6-man.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
It's 3rd and long for He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now Brady. He completes it to Evans. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Brissett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Let's go.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
First down. Ready. Mike, 44. Cut. Get.
And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now it's Hines, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. In for the score, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 22, Brissett. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Brissett. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Check the backer.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Campbell making the catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And here's a first down throw that's complete. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Watch out.
Play action now. Brissett under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On the delay, here's Hines. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 21-7. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Here's Brissett. And he's got Rodgers. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Brissett now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. This is Hines. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. To throw, Brissett. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tim Patrick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Rashawn Perriman, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Brissett now looking for Campbell downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at him go. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they don't. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught, but he will not make the first down marker. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all... working well together, but every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things, and I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
You ready? Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the run, watch the run.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Nice hit, boy.
Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Under 10.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got one. Regular.
Here's Jones. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 35 on 2nd down, McSorley. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And it's for pride now, but the Colts get a bit closer. Extra point by Marr, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Jones. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll go again to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Wait, set. 380.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Wait, 28.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Right there. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie of the NFL, in on the stop.
At the 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they take a knee. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's just